María José Sánchez Huerta. English class. Agua.
Okay, guys, wait. Before we start, do you guys think Alaska actually wanted people to understand her?
That's literally the whole problem book. Everybody thinks they understand her, but they're mostly just projecting their own idea of her.
Yeah! Like Miles doesn't really fall in love with Alaska herself. He falls in love with the mystery.
And that's why Looking for Alaska is not really a romance novel. It's more like an investigation into suffering.
Oh, damn, okay. That sounded insanely dramatic.
Because it's very dramatic.
Welcome to Lost in the Labyrinth, where we're talking about Looking for Alaska by John Green.
Today we're investigating what the labyrinth actually means in the
And
novel.
whether anyone is truly responsible for not escaping it.
Basically, who failed at Alaska? Did Alaska fail herself? Or is the whole point that nobody really had the answer?
Our main argument is the labyrinth that represents emotional suffering, especially grief, guilt, confusion, and the inability to fully understand another person.
Okay, so, at first when I read the book, I thought the labyrinth literally meant death.
Funny.
But the more the novel goes on, the more you realize it's actually suffering itself, like emotionally suffering.
Especially the kind you can explain to other people.
And that connects directly to Alaska because she spends almost the entire novel hiding what she's feeling.
Which makes this quote hit way harder. Y'all smoke to enjoy it, I smoke to die.
That line completely changed the tone of her character, because before that, Alaska seems chaotic and rebellious in a fun way. But after that quote, you realize she's
And
genuinely
the scary
hurting.
part is that people around her don't fully understand how serious it is.
Miles especially romanticizes her suffering instead of recognizing
He
it.
treats her like she's that this is impossible beautiful mystery instead of an actual person.
One of the biggest ideas in the novel is misunderstanding. Everybody sees a different version of Alaska.
Miles sees freedom.
The colonel sees loyalty.
Other people sees the crazy girl.
Or the grief.
Especially the guilt she carries over her mother's death.
And honestly, I think Alaska herself doesn't even know how to escape it.
When you stop wishing things wouldn't fall apart, you stop suffering when they do.
That quote sounds calm at first, but it's actually really sad.
Like she's convincing herself not to care too much because everything eventually breaks anyway.
Which is low-key depressing.
But it's also very realistic. Oh yeah!
I think Miles is one of the most interesting characters because he starts the novel searching for the great perhaps.
Which sounds deep until you realize he's basically
But
just
after
bored with
Alaska
his
dies,
life.
everything changes. Now he's searching for answers instead of adventure.
And guilt completely consumes him.
He keeps
Yeah.
playing the night over and over because he feels responsible.
Which honestly feels very human. When something horrible happens, people start thinking, what
But the
if
novel
I
never gives
notice
Miles a
something?
perfect
What if
answer
I
because
stop them?
sometimes people suffer in ways that others cannot fully see.
And I think that's one of the hardest truths in the book. Love is not understanding. Oh yeah!
The colonel responds to suffering very differently. He focuses on control and responsibility.
Yeah, he's way more emotionally
But after
disciplined
Alaska
than Miles.
dies, even he falls apart because he feels guilty for letting her leave.
And this is where the novel introduces one of its important ideas. Forgiveness. Very important.
Miles realizes the only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive.
That's a beautiful lesson!
That's right.
Not because people are innocent, but because blame alone cannot heal suffering.
That's honestly my favorite line in the whole book.
Because it finally shifts the story away from obsession and towards acceptance.
So, what does the novel actually suggest?
That suffering is unavoidable.
And that people are far more emotionally complicated than they appear. America!
Also that you can love someone a lot and still
The
completely
labyrinth is
misunderstand them.
grief, confusion, guilt, and isolation.
And the novel refuses to blame only one person for what happened.
One thing, guys, responsibility is very complicated. Very complicated, yeah.
Sometimes people hurt each other without
And
meaning to.
sometimes the only thing left to do is to forgive yourself and, like, other people.
How will
How will I ever
get out of
this
Labyrinth.
labyrinth?
Oh yeah!